All right. Good morning. Good morning. We're actually going to open up in just about a minute. Actually, it just opened up. Hence the big red candle. Just a little bit behind, I guess. Yeah, market's open. Selling off a little bit so far. I don't believe we have any news today. So, see what happens. Definitely want to be a little more cautious today, perhaps, than a no news kind of day. Holding up this London high very well. Thought we were gonna kind of go through it there, but we did not. Bounced off of it, holding up these EMAs still. This guy still kind of wants to go down, essentially. Take out these lows. Maybe even retrace some of these, or some of this buying from overnight. Yeah, there we go. Now it's selling down. I might get a retest here if we get a nice close underneath some of these lows. Retest the London high and continue lower. Actually, we might just go all the way down here. Currently bouncing off yesterday's high. Yeah, big bounce there. Yeah, I mean, I guess if we get that retest here, we probably like that. I don't know if we're gonna get it though. We're kind of just selling off. We might try the same thing off this though. Off yesterday's high. Or not yesterday. Friday. New York high from Friday. That's what this is. And then next we have VWAP at the 38s. So keep an eye on that. Probably like this retest, but only if we close kind of down towards the 60s. So far, we're kind of not looking like we want to do it. We could still try this.
Order submitted.
But you got a lot of buyers stepping up, coming in. Which makes it a little scary. But hopefully they get a little overextended here and then we can get a nice little bounce down. Looks like we missed our order by just a tick.
Order canceled.
Which means if it gets back up there, we're probably not going to get the same reaction. I mean, we had the right idea. I mean, amazing bounce. Just, yeah, kind of bounced right before the entry, unfortunately. But we might try the same thing kind of down
Order submitted.
here. We'll see. I'll retest this and continue lower. But again, I don't know if we're going to get it. It's kind of moving a lot too. Kind of up and down pretty quickly. I imagine after that,
Order filled.
that buy up and then come all the way down, I imagine the sellers are kind of in control here and we continue lower. Make our way towards VWAP here. So we got about 10 points there. Meant to go break even sooner.
Target filled.
But, alright, we got tapped in break even. We'll take it. Just so we don't accidentally get stopped out here. Close one. Gotta make sure to move to break even as quickly as possible. Sometimes the market moves too quick. A little unfortunate there. But I did get like a nice little 10-point move and just didn't quite hit our target. But on to the next. Could be building out bear flag. A little ugly though with this wick kind of piercing through it. But still not bad if we hold these 9 and 21 EMA, make our way back down there. We could try this one again. But again, like I said, the fact that like we were so close and then we bounced away. If we come back, it could happen. We could bounce off of it again. But it's a little less likely. A little harder to say for sure. Sergeant Top Phoenix, thank you for the follow. Good morning. Yeah, you can see it's holding up pretty well, and there's kind of the break through it. I still imagine we kind of hold somewhere in here and make our way lower, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we will make our way to the overnight highs up here. But so far we are kind of holding. Alright, this could be the bear flag potentially playing out. Also, it could bounce Friday's high again, so it is a little tricky of an area. But as I say that, we're now down 17 points from the top of the bottom of this candle. So, great flag. There's the sellers we've been looking for. Alright, we took out the lows, which was kind of nice. But we're already rejecting back up. So might be kind of a chop coming up here. Potentially. We might also get another flag. Kind of set up with these wicks at the lows. Kind of consolidate a little bit. And then get a little push down. Alright, that white line is the 15-minute opening range low, which is not set yet. Still 2 minutes, but keep an eye on that. So we are finally continuing lower here. Alright. Yeah, great. Great sell in there. Straight through VWAP as well. We have, where is it? Right here's our next level, the Asia high. See what we do down there. Also 30 seconds until the range is set. Alright, pulling back now. Yeah, back to VWAP here, a little bit above. Almost at the 9 EMA again. Could form out a bear flag, but it is a little tricky with VWAP right here. Unless sometimes we like to chop around VWAP and it can get a little ugly. Don't really want to short into it. But we definitely have a nice downtrend right now. Unless we start taking out these highs, then we won't. We'll see. Yes, the 15-minute opening range low is set. So these white lines are top and bottom. Holding up the 21 EMA. This could kind of be the bear flag right here, playing out. We do have that bullish for value gap. It doesn't really seem to be doing much. So this definitely could be good for the sellers here. Might be a little tougher to get past VWAP though at the 143. K-Dubs, welcome back. Yes sir, good morning. Let's pass this eval. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Definitely about time, pass that eval. You're getting pretty close if I remember correctly. You're like 2,000 out of 3, so this week could be the week, or even 12 days. You might get lucky. So today could be the day. Sovereign X. Yo, what's VWAP? It's the volume weighted average price. So hopefully that kind of explains it. Just the name itself, that's what VWAP stands for. But yeah, basically volume weighted average price. A lot of people use it for trading and measures the average price during like a specific period, like the trading day or even like a month or something like that. And it's basically it factors in volume of like the traders. So basically that's kind of just like it almost acts as like a magnet for price because that's where a lot of the volume typically is. I don't have it on this chart, but I have it on a different one on my trading view. And yeah, it's definitely a good thing to keep your eye on. Yeah, of course, no worries. Alright, we are selling back down here just a little bit. See if we make our way to the lows. So kind of getting a little stuck around VWAP. VWAP right now is at the 144s. So we are struggling to get through it slightly. But I imagine we still do. We'll see. Yeah, no news today. Normally we have news kind of in the next 8 minutes or so. But today we've got nothing. There's like a couple US 6-month bills or something, but I don't think those actually affect the market too much. Yeah, still sitting right at VWAP right now. Bouncing off, going back up now. Definitely gotta get away from VWAP for me to be really confident taking any more trades. Definitely not the area I want to be in. Yeah, kind of just hanging out inside the 50-minute opening range and kind of right by VWAP. Yeah, a lot of stuff right there. Don't want to be too greedy until we start making a move out of this area. Alright, back to VWAP. See if we sell through it or not. We got a little bit of selling pressure here. But is it enough? So far, no. Seller's trying to get down there again. But kind of not doing too well. Yeah, just teasing the shorts here. Yeah, this is what we were kind of talking about, kind of worried about, is that VWAP chop right here. That's why I typically don't trade around VWAP. Yes, it'll break out. That's right. We do have a little break there. Open range low. Could be good for the Nasdaq. Get down there as well. Just needs to catch up here. We're still just kind of hugging VWAP. So far, we just, like I said, we're hugging it. We don't want to let go. VWAP's kind of right in the middle here at the 144s. So kind of went through it and then back above it and then back to it. Tried to bounce off of it. But then since then, we've kind of just been right on it. But yeah, ES finally took out the lows, which is good. Yeah, kind of just barcoding on the 5-minute chart too. Yeah, the price action wasn't bad. But ever since we kind of rejected here and went back to VWAP, it's been not so good. It's almost looking like it wants to take these highs out. Where they took out this little high. Back up to Friday's high right here. That's what this blue line is. But yes, still at the lows. We are getting a little green candle here, but we are nowhere near these highs like we are on the Nasdaq. So a little tricky here. Definitely don't want to go short, but don't know if I want to go go long either. Actually, aren't looking bad on the 5-minute. I mean, it's still a little barcodey, ugly. But we do kind of have like these wicks forming bear flag. If we start to kind of take these wicks out and these lows, we could get a nice little breakout. Oh yeah, here's the big candle of sellers out of nowhere. Back to VWAP, naturally. Just can't get away. But yeah, you can see the bottom of these candles. This is also kind of the flag that we're kind of talking about on the higher time frame. So if we do kind of take out these lows here, I imagine we get a nice sell-off. But we'll see, because we kind of are just chopping around, which makes it a little tough to really have a bias. Yeah, bounced off VWAP right there, all the way back up. Maybe I just need to start buying off VWAP when we get down there. Seems to be the move. Except when I do it, it's going to go right through it, down to the lows of the day. That's how that works. What's the code good for? It is good for the Funding Ticks propfirm. You get 35% off if it's your first time, or if you're a recurring customer, 20% off. Yeah, first purchase, 35% off. You can get some funded accounts for a pretty good deal. I think the cheapest one with the 35% off is like $50 for a 50K account. And that's all in as well. You don't even have to pay activation fees. So definitely one of the better deals out there, I would say. Kind of nice. Kind of nice. Yeah, that's exactly what the makers who are watching this want you to try. Exactly. They're waiting for me. They're like, hey, look at us. We're bouncing on VWAP. You should try it. I'm not falling for it. Not this time. That's true. They're just waiting for me to take any trade. Exactly. When Nasdaq back up to these 1-minute highs, yes, still just hanging out all the way down here. Yeah, it makes it really hard to go long here with ES dumping. But also, I feel like it'd be pretty stupid to just sell here and hope for the best. Not stupid, but for me, it wouldn't be the smartest thing because that's not my strategy. So I wouldn't have a lot of confidence in the trade. Could work out. Sweep the highs and then just blow through all these lows. This 5-minute idea is still not looking bad. I don't think I'm going to take the trade if it plays out. But I'm definitely got my eye on it, because if we do take out the lows of these wicks, I imagine we do sell. But also, we're definitely still taking out these highs on the 1 minute. So, hard to say. Yes, still at the bottom. Definitely not bullish looking at all. Actually might have its own little bear flag here that it could break out of. Saying the last 4 candles, look at that. Barcode. Up, down, up, down. Oh, this could be a little move here. Yes, kind of breaking the flag. NASDAQ taking out some of these lows. I was going to take out this low at the 140. Or once the candle closes in the next minute, get past 149. Oh, a little more move down. This could be it. Yeah, that's the 5-minute. 5-minute playing out. In theory, we run all these wicks. Take all the liquidity there. But we're still just stuck at VWAP. Another reason why I'm not taking the trade. This VWAP sitting like right there at 146. And we don't always bounce VWAP. But we do sometimes. Which is enough for me to not want to sell up in here. We did kind of close through it on the 1 minute. So we just need to continue past these lows. But unfortunately, we're just bouncing right back. Gotta give VWAP another little touch here. Ah, there's the bounce. Back up overview op. Oh, what do you know? Well, it's had potential. Had a little push, but it was short-lived. Pretty crappy price action. Guess there might not be any passing of evals today after all. Hopefully I can jinx it here by saying that. But we just can't. We can't get out of this chop right now. Need to get out of this 15-minute opening range. I think that's what we really need before we do anything here. Away from VWAP, away from this consolidation, and then we'll be good. It's too bad we have no news today. Sometimes that little bit of news will give us that push that we need to kind of get out of a chop or pick a direction. But since we don't really have any today, yeah, I don't know if we're going to get the best movement. Still looking bearish overall, but we're just chopping around. Which account trying to trade that? Yeah, no, it has been rough. We had like some decent movement earlier, but then we just kind of had this pullback, and then back to VWAP. Since then, we've just been shopping around VWAP and Friday's high, so pretty rough. I should just stick to ES. Honestly, on days like today, potentially, definitely a little cleaner of a move. Hard to argue against that. Every time I try and trade, I think you'll get wrecked. Yeah, I think it definitely can be a lot different than ES, even though they do have a lot of similarities. It's probably like Spanish versus Portuguese, if that makes any sense. Just like enough similarities that like you can read the other language and sometimes you can understand a little bit of what's going on. At least that's at least from like my experience. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. But I learned a little Portuguese. Pretty cool. But basically Spanish is like similar enough that like I can read Spanish, and even when I'm just like hearing it, I can understand a lot of what's going on. But as soon as like I open my mouth and try and speak Spanish, it just comes out Portuguese or it doesn't work. So imagine, yes, I think you were similar. Because they follow a lot of the same trends, right? The same conjugations and different things. Very similar, but still two different languages. So even if you know how to read one, or even know how to speak one, to then take that and translate it over can be a little difficult sometimes. Luckily I saw this one account with up 880. Nice. That's good. At least you're not fully out of it. SMH. Oh yeah. Hate playing counts on Monday. It's on the same way. I feel like Mondays have been typically days that I will either not necessarily blow accounts, so I'll definitely have like a couple losses and I just have to like call it a losing day, which sucks. But yeah, it does kind of set the tone for the whole week. And I think Mondays are like one of the days that, depending on how you trade, can be the easiest to kind of make those mistakes or just get chopped up, since there's typically not as much news on Mondays. Yeah, I think they're my worst days too. Honestly, if I stopped trading on Mondays and Fridays, I probably would be twice as profitable. I'd be making twice as much money. I actually might have to consider that low-key. So we can get some good opportunities. I mean, we had one. Luckily, we've avoided the rest of this chop. We had this one. We'll retest off the high from Friday. We were up like 10 points. Didn't quite hit my target. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, thought I'd break even. And then since then we've kind of just been a little cautious, which has been a good thing. Oh wow, I just took out the previous 1 minute highs. Looks like ES is finally catching up too, so maybe we're good to go long here soon. We'll see, but we definitely got to get back up here. Yeah, just stopped trading Mondays. I would have saved so much money. Yeah, it's so tough to like actually do that because it feels like if you're not trading or at least watching the charts, it feels like you're kind of either missing out or even just being lazy. But if the data shows that you'll lose more than you win on a Monday, I mean, that's all the trading really is, right? It's statistics, it's probabilities, it's averages, all that fun stuff. And if the backtesting shows that Mondays, I mean, even if some Mondays you make $1,000, if you're only making $1,000 every 3 Mondays and the rest of you're losing $1,000 or more, then as far as making yourself profitable, it would be smart to remove Mondays. My nerves are at a high from the weekend. Usually, I'm too overhyped. Yeah, that's probably a little part of it too. I think it's definitely true. The price action is rough and kind of dumb on Mondays a lot of the time, with like lack of news and stuff. But I think there's definitely a little bit, like you said, with like nerves and stuff from the weekend. Too overhyped. Because I think I'm the same way. I just get like a little antsy over the weekend. Like I'm like, oh, I'm excited for Monday so I can start trading again. Because I enjoy trading most of the time. But then, yeah, Monday comes around and I start forcing trades because I'm so excited to like trade. And like, you're back for the weekend and you just want to get going. But then you either make mistakes or the market just doesn't move. Kind of sucks. So I should just do Uber Eats on Mondays. Honestly, wouldn't be a bad idea. A little part-time side job. Because you could probably make enough money in a day to buy another eval. So you can just use Mondays as your eval support. Supply of money. Make 50 to 100 and just call it. Exactly. Not a bad idea. I might need to start doing that too, but I also might just, I don't know. Because I could still stream and watch the charts. I just need to somehow lock myself out and make sure I don't take any trades. Sometimes, like right now, I'm well aware of this chop, right? I'm well aware of the fact that we've been sitting on VWAP, which I don't like. And the fact that VWAP's like right here, it's like, I don't like that. I've been able to avoid the chop. But some days, I just take trades. Doesn't work out too well. Might try this month going forward. Yeah, I might definitely be a little more hesitant as well with the Mondays. Maybe try and take a little trade early on, but if it doesn't really work or it loses, probably smart to just avoid it. Yeah, I need to start locking these. I always accidentally, I go to pan my chart and I end up moving them. I have to like figure out where they were. See, I'll just like grab the chart like, oh, and move it. Lock. This 5-minute bear flag could still kind of work out here. Even though it kind of got invalidated here. Is that trading view? This right here is NinjaTrader. I do have trading view. It's just not on the screen, but I think I can switch it to it. Maybe not. Right now it's just black. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this is the trading view that I'm looking at. It's a lot more lines and stuff going on. But I don't make my trades here, so that's why I don't show it typically. You like Ninja Trader? You like Ninja Trader? I do. It's simple enough, but still has like a lot of options that I like it. I don't mind like Trade of 8 and stuff. But I feel like Ninja Trader just has a little more options. Looks a little cleaner to me. But I don't know, I like other platforms too. I kind of like to use all of them sometimes, but it is nice to have everything kind of in one spot. And with streaming, I kind of have to, just since I can't keep switching around charts that easily. I can never figure out how to change the settings to move the cursor freely around like that. You mean like just like this? Or do you mean like move the chart like this? Because to move it around like this, that's the one thing I don't like about Ninja Trader. Yeah, so that's actually, again, biggest thing I don't like about it is the fact that I can't just click and drag like Trading View or even Quant Tower. But if you click Control, like, because if I just click and drag, it does this. It goes side to side. But if I click Control and then click, then I can go up and down and wherever I want. So yeah, just like it's kind of a hotkey, and it's kind of annoying. I wish you could like turn it off so you can just move it wherever you want. And there might be like an add-on. There might be an add-on that you can download. Because that's another nice thing about Ninja Traders. There's a lot of like the Ninja Trader like ninja scripts that people make. Like that's what these white lines are. It's a 15-minute opening range. Or just opening range indicator in general. And I added it so that it marks it for me. I don't have to mark it. So you press Control. Yeah. You press Control and then click and drag. You have to hold Control. And as soon as I let go, it goes back to normal. So yeah, a little annoying, but it's still possible. Yeah, if I couldn't do that, like if I had to just do this and zoom out and stuff to like see what I'm doing, and like if I had to stay like on the, yeah, I don't know if I'd be using Ninja Trader. But yeah, Trade of 8 is also nice, but it's probably the most simple. I'd say the other one I like is Quant Tower. Quant Tower probably has my favorite charts, honestly. But I feel like Ninja Trader just executes things a little bit better, and it does a little bit better of a job. I was trying for years to figure it out, how to move it freely. Yeah, no, they don't really tell you like how to do it, because there's no like setting. It's just like a hotkey. But like, yeah, I actually have some Quant Tower charts up just for some other stuff that I look at. Let's see if I can bring them up. Yes, this is the ES chart I'll look at. But it's so nice because like if I zoom out, well, if I scroll, it just like zooms out. So it's really easy to go from like, if I'm looking at the chart like this, and then I just like zoom out, and now it's like I can see the whole chart. And originally you only can move the chart like this, but that's only if you have like the auto on. But if you change it to manual, now you can zoom out like we're talking about. You can just like, it's really quick to like zoom in and out if I hover over this, or if I hover over here, I can like scroll, zoom in, zoom out. It just keeps things like where I can see them. Because like I just zoom in, but I stay like by price. Or even in Trading View, it doesn't always do that. Like I zoom in and it kind of moves price over, which I think is a little annoying. But yeah, this I like because yeah, it'll keep price kind of like not quite centered, but like still pretty visible as I zoom in, and then I can just move it around. Probably doesn't look the best. It's a little stretched right now because it's not the right dimensions for TikTok, but yeah, kind of nice. It's got some nice features as well. Oh, thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. But yeah, usually I do keep it to like auto in here just so I can kind of zoom in and zoom out and kind of leave it here. Just because I just use it as a reference for ES. I don't actually trade on that one right now. Let's go back to NinjaTrader. Yes, of course, no problem. Oh, I do remember another reason why I like NinjaTrader better, since I'm sure you're a little curious, is you probably can't tell on stream because the stream is capped to like 30 or 60 FPS or something. But like when I move the chart, whether I'm like moving my mouse around like with this, or like moving the chart around like this, on my screen I've got like 165 hertz or 144 hertz monitor. So like when I do this, it's very smooth and just like clean when I'm like using the chart. But for some reason, I don't know why they haven't like fixed this or changed it. But like Quant Tower is just like capped at like 30 FPS or less. So like on my monitors, it just looks like a little kind of laggy, even though it still works. It's not like actually laggy. It's just like, yeah, like I'll pull it up again. I'm not sure if it's something you can tell on stream or not. Here's the one that shows my VWAP. You probably can't even tell. It probably doesn't look that much difference on TikTok. But like just moving around like this, it's just not very smooth compared to like NinjaTrader. Or yeah, if I am moving around, yeah, looking on stream, like it's still smooth. Like it's still like not laggy, but it's just not quite as clean and smooth as NinjaTrader. Because it's kind of capped at like 30 FPS, which is definitely doable. Yeah, kind of hard to tell. That's what I figured. But at least on my screen, makes kind of pretty big difference. Like just on like the smoothness of like moving it around. Yeah, you could probably only really tell if you're looking at my monitor since I have like 165 hertz. So it's normally my desktop and like stuff is butter smooth. Same with like when I play games, butter smooth. But obviously, yeah, TikTok and YouTube's usually capped at like 60 FPS. But I think Quant Tower is kind of around 30 FPS, so it is a little slower. So probably a little noticeable. So never got into Tradevate. Not really. I do use it sometimes. Like if I'm on my laptop trading, I'll use like Tradevate just because I can still log into all my accounts because NinjaTrader and Tradevate are kind of through like the same like system. I think NinjaTrader owns Tradevate, or maybe it's the other way around. But like with my propfirm accounts, they're usually like through Tradevate. So yeah, I like log in through Tradevate on NinjaTrader, so I can still go to like the Tradevate website and log into the same accounts. So sometimes if I'm just on my laptop trading, if I'm like out of town or just not at my main setup, then I'll just go to like the Tradevate website, log in, so I can still make trades. And it's a little easier than trying to set up all this. Because yeah, like NinjaTrader is great, but it's a little harder to set up and like a little more complicated with like clicking control and like a couple other things that just, yeah, the setup in general takes a little longer. The add-ons, the stuff, and I could set up on my laptop, but also one of the indicators that I have, or not really an indicator, it's a chart trader. Basically, it's you can't see it on the side, but basically it just has like a little cleaner setup of like the market buy and sell compared to the default. Plus, if I make a trade, I'll actually make one on my sim account, just an example. It's a non-real trade, just an example so you can see the P&L
Order filled.
on the sim account. Basically, the P&L you can see when I move this, like 350, I can just put it like wherever I want, $1,000. Same with the stop loss. That number right there is not native to NinjaTrader. It's something I had to buy, a little add-on, and it's very nice. I mean, yeah, it looks really clean, but I mean, it's really nice for just kind of making my trades and knowing how much I'm risking and stuff. You know, stop below the low as an example, right? Target up here somewhere, and I kind of just know how much I'm risking. So typically NinjaTrader doesn't have that. It does show the P&L right here for normal, but this is a little different. And I can change this to like points, ticks, or just dollars. I also have like an auto break even button, which will either
Target filled.
move the targets to break even,
Order filled.
or if I'm in profit, it'll move the stop to break even. So that's really nice. So that stuff's not default to NinjaTrader. But basically, the moral of the story, this or chart trader add-on, you can only, this trade actually might work out. You know, it's on sim. Just a kind of a joke or an example, we'll say. But anyways, it costs a bit of money, unfortunately. So definitely might be something you kind of have to invest into a little bit later if you're new to trading and don't have a ton of money you're willing to put in right away. But it definitely makes it a lot cleaner, and it's definitely been worth it for me. But without this, I'd probably be using Coin Tower, possibly. Or even like Tradevate, I said, because Tradevate, without this, Tradevate's about the same as far as what you can really do and stuff. And Tradevate's a lot simpler and easy to set up, especially because you can just do it from the website. You don't have to download anything. Yeah, the longs actually might
Stop
work.
filled.
I just thought that we'll go back to my main account, but anyways. The problem is this chart trader, they basically tie it down to like your kind of I forgot what they call it. It's like a machine ID, I think. So like this computer has like an ID that's tied to like NinjaTrader. And because I have the chart set up to this ID, I can't use it on my laptop and this computer. I'd have to like go to the website and click like change my machine ID or whatever and change it to my laptops. Like it makes sense because obviously I can't just like download this and send it to my friends and let them use it as well. So it makes sense, but it's a little unfortunate I can't like use it on my laptop and my computer as well. Oh yeah, also this is part of it too, how it shows like the $10 here for the money I made on the orders. It'll show like the entry, the exit, and how much money was made or lost. But yeah, let's see if the longs work out here. Yes, it's definitely pushing up kind of nicely and holding. But still just kind of in this range, which I don't like. Oh, but like you said earlier, I didn't quite get to it, but it is crazy how ES and NASDAQ have been moving like the opposite lately. It seems like it's been doing that quite a bit. Which, like I've said before, I try and kind of be a little cautious when they're doing the opposite thing. Just because typically they do like to follow each other just a little bit. And when they're not, it's like, well, I don't really want to go short on NASDAQ when ES is going up. I don't want to go long because price actions go bearish. I mean, we're about to take out the lows on NASDAQ. Yeah, if you have a bias, it definitely could be good. Alright, see if we get out of this 15-minute opening range finally or not. That's what we're looking for here. Yes, not looking bad. It could start to take out these lows. So shorts might actually not be the worst idea here. We are bouncing off the Asia high. That's what this next blue line is. I do kind of want to get an add-on or indicator that marks these levels for me. Because it's fine for me to like mark them out with my blue lines, but like I've shown you on Ninja, not Ninja, Trading View, I just have like an indicator and it just marks them out for me. Like that's why I know like right here, this blue line, Tokyo high. And that was a great bounce. We ticked right into it, bounced right up. Sometimes I will throw like an order on there
Order
and just like
submitted.
let it bounce
Order
off of it.
canceled.
But not this time. I'm kind of hoping we close below and then maybe get a retest like I've been doing recently. Get that little confirmation. Yeah, I'm sure there's one out there. I just haven't like found it, or I don't know what to search up. Because a lot of them are just made by kind of random people, random developers or whatever. Sometimes they cost money, sometimes they're free. I think I'm gonna hit the gym to blow off the rest of the steam. That's probably a good idea. Let out all those emotions from trading. Trading can definitely do some damage on the mental and the emotions. Definitely not a bad idea. Especially after blowing off some accounts. Or not blowing off, but blowing. Just blowing. Yeah, nice bounce there off the Asia high, but kind of annoying we haven't broken out of this freaking range yet. Right back to it. Get some green city, hopefully. That's what I'm saying. That's the goal, right? We'll see. I'm gonna have to be extra cautious today. Don't want to get chopped up if we keep chopping around. But hopefully we get some opportunities here. It's almost 9 o'clock. I might have to be calling it here soon. Well, we'll probably give another like 45 minutes or something. Wait till about like 9:30ish. But yeah, if the market doesn't pick up by then, I'll probably be getting out of here too, just so I don't make any mistakes. Good luck to you later. Yes, sir. Good luck to you as well. Thanks for hanging out. See ya. Alright, might get this push up. Might not. Really hard to say. Still very much chopping. We did kind of get to these lows here, but we're kind of just holding them. Not really breaking out and getting away from them. So it definitely makes it a little hard here. Still just chopping around. Alright, kind of taking a little high there. We have a minute till the 5-minute closes. We actually could close above this gap here, which could be good indication they're going long, especially after sweeping the lows today. Still could be chopping around, but I might take this 5-minute trade if we close above there. We're not quite getting above it. We did kind of close above, but it's kind of not the best close. Yeah, it's like right there, but not quite above. And so far we're in a bit of drawdown, so that's right. Not the best trade. Might still work out, but definitely won't complain too much. Because yeah, if it was going to play out, we probably would have gotten a little cleaner of a close up here. Up at like the 60s. Would have been a little cleaner. Might make another flag here as well in the 5-minute. Kind of just selling through this gap on the 1 minute as well. Not the prettiest. Alright, kind of just hanging back. Half VWAP. Big surprise. Just a VWAP chop kind of day. Guess we could maybe play some games till this chop goes away. But we'll see. If it doesn't go away too soon, it might just end the stream. We'll see. Mike, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yo, market is chopped today. Oh yeah, it's been rough. Luckily, we've only taken one trade, got out break even, avoided the chop. But someone in chat blew a couple accounts. So rest in peace to him and anyone else who took any losses today. But it's definitely not the the best day. A lot of chop. Just sitting right at VWAP. Can't really get away. I was so close to my stop loss, like $300 away. Thank goodness it didn't come down. I was selling, but now break even. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, no, it's good you were on the right side of the chop. That you're able to get out of, well, I mean, not technically the right side since you almost got stopped out, but at least you're able to get out, break even. That's the worst, is when you're kind of in the negative and you just can't even get out of the trade without taking a loss. And there's not much you can really do about it. Except watch it slowly go down to your stop loss, which is the worst. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Probably just not even worth trading. This is the best day for buying red, selling green. That's true. This is your day right here. Or it should be. Yeah, especially that 5 minute. If you're watching the 5 minute chart. Yeah, if you sold after this green candle, boom, money. If you bought after this red one, money. But yeah, the chop is definitely a bit scary. Little bit scary. This price action in general stinks. Oh, you're only gonna look for sells. That's understandable. We do have a nice downtrend going on right now. Definitely smart to trade with the trend. Need a 100-point drop to buy, or maybe yeah, maybe not trading the trend, but just like being oversold or overbought, which also makes sense. Yeah, if we get 100 points down, definitely could be some good areas to buy. What should I do to my AMD Leafs? I'm up like crazy right now. Don't want to sell, but I'm up a lot. Fast. Well, that's a good question. Obviously, always it's nice to lock in some profits. But at the same time, if you don't quite want to sell yet, you could always just trail your stop, lock in some profits, maybe move your stop to break even. And then, yeah, hopefully it goes higher, but if not, you still make some money. Nobody a fast bro, trust me. Hey, you never know. It depends on what his definition of fast is, but also depends on a bunch of different factors. I have to look at AMD to see. Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at AMD, looks like from market close, actually, for his definition, he might actually be up pretty fast. I'm just looking at the chart right now. And basically AMD closed last night around 164, and then market opened this morning. Price was at 211, up 28%. So I'm assuming he is in some AMD longs and he got him yesterday. Because if he got him yesterday, he's up 28% overnight, which, again, fast is relative. I'd say that's pretty quick if you're not trading futures. Like futures, obviously, you're looking at 1 to 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. But yeah, if you're just trading like AMD, looking at the, daily and different levels. Actually, I wonder if I can show this on stream here. How do I get Chrome? But yeah, look at this. This right here, this AMD. This was yesterday's price over here. And then market closed. And then bam. Yeah, it closed over here and then we just skyrocketed up overnight. So he's definitely up, like I said, from here. But yeah, he's up like 29, 20%. To hold overnight, you need a big margin, right? I think so. I mean, I'm not too familiar, and it probably depends on like the broker or just whatever you're using to trade. Day margin, overnight margin are two different things. Yeah, exactly. But I imagine, like if he's just on like Robinhood or something and he just bought some AMD, I mean, you can just hold that forever. I mean, that's like long-term investing, if that makes sense. Because most people would be considered like day traders. It'd be kind of like if I bought Bitcoin a week ago and I've just been holding on to it. That's true. Every broker is trying to get us. Well, you gotta make money somehow, to be fair. But yeah, they definitely some are a lot worse than others. But they do gotta make money. Let me put this back. Market's still going nowhere though. No, yeah, if you bought AMD yesterday or even like a week ago, you're in pretty good shape. I wonder if they must have had like earnings or something. Yesterday. That's gotta be it. For it to go like 28% overnight. Must have had earnings. Or like some announcement or something, who knows. But I don't think that guy's in the chat anymore anyways, so well, what can you do? If NASDAQ moved overnight, I don't like it. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that a little bit too. Like if we get like a ton of movement overnight, which we actually kind of did. You can see with like this shaded area, we had a bit of up and down movement. We had a lot of buyers, Yeah, when the market's moving along overnight, which it wasn't a ton. The ATR was only like a 5 to 8. But yeah, if we have a lot of movement, that does typically mean, in my experience, that we'll chop a little bit more in the New York Open. They'll push down to buy in cheaper price. Exactly. Well, it looks like we could be shaping out to be pretty good with some longs here. ES looking good as well. Taking out some of these highs. Still not sure if it's good enough for me to get in, but it is looking a little bit better, a little less choppy. But we're still in this range that we've been in for the last hour and a half, pretty much. This is a good push though. Buyers not looking bad, but they definitely could hold up here and continue to chop this range. Gonna come whipsaw. Yeah, definitely could be doing that. Definitely could get up here, fake out all the buyers, and then go straight to the lows. Or the other way around. Come back to the lows and then go straight up. Alright, trying the highs again. See if we hold and keep pushing. This is where the impatient trader is going to buy a big, boom, big red candle. Exactly. Right at the top of the range. At Friday's high. Good spot to bounce and go lower. But also, as we take out the highs, it's not a bad spot to try and continue long. Yeah, definitely can catch a lot of impatient traders. See what happens if you get maybe a little pullback, maybe try going long. But like I said, I'm still kind of waiting for it to just get out of this range. Kind of get below the white line down here as well as this blue one. And then above, at least this blue one up here. Definitely be a lot better for the longs. For me personally. Z3 Ski, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. When our EMA push is over now, we might see straight red. Ooh, could be right. Definitely gotta be careful of that if you're thinking about going long. Now just chopping around again. Making it a little hard to do anything here. William Diaz, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Wall Street Einstein says before market go to your way, at least you'll face 10 psychological torture. Yeah, definitely. I think they do like to do that. They like to psychologically torture you until you make some mistakes, and then the market will go where you want it to go. The patient are the ones who survive. Still just not going anywhere though. Making it really hard. I want to make another trade on this account, but like we've been talking about, gotta be patient. Can't force anything if it's not there. And right now it's not there. So definitely not gonna force it, but we're just not going anywhere. Also the ATR kind of dying off here. It's down to a 9.39. It's below a 10, which I've talked about plenty of times. When it's below a 10 on the NASDAQ, it's not the best conditions for trading. It's because the volatility is pretty low and the moves are going to be really small. Makes it pretty tough. Yeah, exactly. As soon as everyone else thinks it's time to buy, that's when the market makers decide it's time to sell. They like to watch the stream as well. They love to watch the stream, and every time I get in a trade, they love to they love to make the chop start or push the market in the opposite direction of my trade. It's just how it goes. I'm joking, but we definitely seen a lot of that last week. A couple trades. Missed my target by like a tick. And then got stopped out break even. I like to be on stream to understand retail traders' sentiment. There you go. Not a bad way of doing it. Gotta figure out where the trap is so you can not be a part of it. I like to be on stream because trading is lonely. That's what I'm saying. That's how it's been for me the last 2.5 years. Just lonely. I just wake up, get on my computer, do my thing, but I'm just like sitting there by myself in my thoughts in my head. It's a lot easier to be impatient, force trades and different things when you don't have people to kind of chat with or talk to in chat and stuff. And obviously like being on stream as well, it's like it's easier to make sure I don't do anything stupid because I know people are watching. But yeah, just having like a little community I think is huge for the trading scene. Otherwise it can be very lonely. And it's great to learn from each other, but also just like hang out. Yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Makes the stream a lot better when you guys are part of it. Especially when the market is doing absolutely nothing. like we've been doing. Just chopping up and down in this range. So yeah, if you enjoy it, I stream every day. Feel free to give me a follow or subscribe if you haven't already. But if not, no pressure. I can't force you to do anything. Yeah, the tears were rough. I remember when those first were coming out, the market was moving like 300 to 500 points in like a couple hours. It was crazy. Market was super volatile. I think the ATR got up to like a 50, and obviously right now it's like a 9, just as a reference. It was crazy volatile. Luckily, the market's definitely mellowed out the last couple months, but it's also been a little hard to trade just with the kind of choppiness and almost like the lack of volatility, the lack of news and stuff. Thank you for all the likes. Someone's spamming it right now. We're up to 1,600. That's crazy. On TikTok. Killer. Appreciate it. We do like to see that. We do not like to see this price action. I mean, what's this like? 15 minutes of nothing. Like, look at these candles. They're just going nowhere. Yeah, if it doesn't pick up the pace here in the next like 10 minutes, I'm gonna have to call it a day. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough to see. Pretty rough price action. Kind of sucks just waiting around and have nothing to do. Which is why I normally will play some games. I should have done that a little while ago, but just did not. Got a little distracted by some of this stuff. And obviously talking in the chat a little bit, which is always good. Definitely what I'm here for. But thought about playing some of the Black Ops 7 beta again. But yeah, it is definitely time to load up Fortnite, but just deciding how long I want to stream today. I guess we definitely could load up some games and play for a little bit. We don't have to end a stream just yet. But I tried to play the Black Ops 7 beta over the weekend. If you were here, we were just like, I wasn't lagging on my computer, but the stream was like kind of choppy. Like I don't know if it's like the bitrate or like the encoder, it was just kind of not really working, or maybe it was just like packet loss or something. So I kind of want to try that again, see if we can get it to work, since the beta is still live. Still have a couple more days of the beta. So I might as well give it a try. But if it's just choppy, I'll probably just close it, since there's no point in playing if it's going to be all choppy for you guys. So hopefully it's not. But I don't know if we'll get lucky, since it was pretty choppy over the weekend, or Friday. I did play over the weekend. Actually, I'm already at max level. It didn't take that long. I only played like, felt like it was only a couple hours. But maybe it was a little bit longer than I thought. But yeah, I've kind of been enjoying it. It's been fun. But also pretty sweaty, which isn't always ideal. But what can you do? Yeah, hopefully we can get it to work this time. Yeah, you guys just have to let me know if it's choppy or not. I play Rush, just sit in base, watch the chart. Nice. Yeah, you kind of need a game like that where you can kind of chill a bit when it's choppy, and you can like still watch the charts, and you don't have to like be too distracted. Because that's definitely Fortnite's great, and you can obviously like sit in a bush, but obviously like if the trade's going on, you're watching the charts and you die, it kind of sucks. You have to start a whole new game. Call of Duty's a little bit better because I can just like die and it doesn't matter. It's not as big of a deal. That's short, 30 points. Yeah, if you're trading this range, it could be a nice little spot to go short for like 30 points. Down at the bottom of the range. It's not for me though, personally. Alright, let's see how the quality is here. Of course, my aim's not good. Looks like it might be a little choppy though on my end. Oh, rats. Yeah, I might not be able to play this on stream. Still need to figure out why it's doing that. Might just need to change my... maybe my graphics. Maybe change... some of those settings. Yeah, Call of Duty is nice because I can just like die or look at the charts and it's not the end of the world. It's not like it actually affects me too much. Oh, headshot there. Yeah, game looks crispy. That's good. I'm watching on YouTube. I have like the YouTube on my laptop open, so I can just obviously keep an eye on the stream. It looks a little choppy, but I think it could be worse. You just have to let me know if it looks bad on TikTok or not. Oh, that aim was so bad. Oh, we are finally going higher though. So that's another thing I've noticed. Sometimes I just have to turn on the game and start playing, and then the market starts moving. That's all it takes. Because the market knows, like, okay, like he's not paying attention now. Time for some good moves. But then, joke's on them, I'm actually watching the chart still. Exactly. Wait for me to get in the game, then we break out. Oh, they spawned right behind me. Love to see it. Hey, whatever it takes, right? Oh, there's a lot of them right there. Look at these tags since I'm not doing too well at actually getting kills. How am I still alive? I have no idea. Oh, it's a hologram. I got pranked. Jeez. You guys not die with the snipes. Alright, where are these guys at? I think I was very ready for me. Oh, close one. This guy, I swear, keeps falling behind me. The same guy, like the milkshake guy. He's just always behind me. And I'm not ready for it. Alright, we're not doing too bad. 16 and 11. Probably not doing great though. Feels like I'm kind of just sucking. I gotta play less aggressive, but I just wanna get some kills. Need to get my dopamine fix, since clearly it's not working while I trade. Spawn behind us, I think. It's a good thing. Oh, I'm dead. Did that thing not work? Or maybe it's not what I think it is. Alright, we won. Cool. Still not going anywhere. Makes it kind of rough. Yeah, I hate to see it. I do like how they've added the open mosh pit. Makes it so much easier to get in games quickly. And in theory, there's like no skill-based matchmaking, which is very nice. It's one of the reasons why I haven't really played COD recently at all. Still don't know if I'm going to buy this one. It's because it's $70 and it's... Don't know if it's worth the money. But if they really do keep the skill-based matchmaking out at launch and like continuously. Definitely could be kind of tempting. Oh, I got the same map. Alright, let's do
Domination.
this one.
Control the objective. Taking C.
We got Milkshake again on that team. These snipers are gonna be the death of me. They're just hard scoping every angle. You love to see it.
Locking down Bravo.
Okay, had a lot of health. It's been like a stim or something. Oh, that was bad. Bad push.
We're losing Charlie.
Market's still going nowhere.
Taking B. Lock down A. Losing Alpha. Bravo is ours. Lost A. Enemy UAV detected. Bravo. Securing Alpha. Losing B.
Yeah, stream's still looking a little choppy on YouTube, but I don't really know how to fix that because my computer's not lagging at all. Also, these guys are so sweaty. Holy cow.
Hostile counter UAV.
I mean,
Hostile UAV established above.
I just suck, I think, but
Enemy UAV detected. Bravo capture underway. We're losing Alpha.
Angel, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Yeah, this game is not the one.
Enemy base established under grid. Securing
Yeah, I feel like this guy's always just right where he needs to be to kill me.
established above.
Come on. Always in the wrong spot.
Securing all zones.
Oh, they're always behind me. Yeah, this ain't the game.
Taking C.
Just can't figure out the flow.
Enemy Rhino is on the field.
I don't even want to know what that is. Do you do crypto or stocks? I do stocks. Well, futures.
Securing B.
Like, I think that technically be considered stocks. Yeah, that robot thing is absolutely insane. I've never seen that.
Taking B. Capture underway.
Is it the same or no? Well, it's different in the sense that, like, when you're trading stocks, you're just trading, like, the individual, like, stock. But futures is... it's different. But, like, the NASDAQ that I'm trading is, like, a collection of stocks. But it's a different market.
Taking B.
But they are very correlated. They're just traded differently.
C.
Yeah, I can't kill this guy. He just always is ready for me.
Enemy UAV.
And he always hits headshots. Which market is more successful? Well, the stock market is like the main market. So I don't really know how to answer your question as far as what's more successful. I mean, as far as what's easier to trade, it probably just depends on the person and what you prefer.
Detected.
But I mean, without the stock market, the futures market wouldn't really do much. And the futures market just helps the stock market.
Want to explain this around.
Dang it. Depending on the person, what's kind of easier. Becoming a day trader with like futures, I mean, it's definitely a lot better than day trading just a normal stock.
Bravo capture underway.
But if you're just like looking to buy a stock from a company that you believe in,
Rest assured this was deducted from your salary.
it's and kind of hold longer term. Like Bitcoin, for example. If you're just to like buy Bitcoin and hold it for a couple of years, then that's a little different. Oh, I think I read your question wrong. Is it easy to become a day trader? In general, I'd say no. It's definitely one of the harder things to do and be a part of. I think, what is it, like 99% of traders fail? Only like 1% actually make money. What net are you using? I'm not sure what you mean by net. I'm taking this as financial advice. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Please, no. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking. How much are you up from what you put down? A little hard to say, because with day trading futures like I'm doing now, I'm trading on prop firms, which are a really nice kind of barrier to entry. You only spend like 30 to 100 bucks, maybe more depending on the account that you get. You get a prop firm account, and then you're able to trade the prop firm account with extra leverage and size, which can be nice and make it a little easier, like I said, to get in trading and make more money, even though you might not have a lot of money. So I don't really know how to say how much I've put in to day trading, because I've bought in plenty of prop firm accounts, and I've made. Where'd that guy come from? I swear, like, there's no footsteps in this game. I don't know if anyone's played the beta and can tell me otherwise, but no footsteps. I can't hear them. Unless everyone has ninja, which could be the case. But I think I've definitely like made more money than I've lost. But yeah, like I can't really put a number on like exactly how much I've put down. Because it's a little bit different than like a stock where it's like, oh yeah, like I bought $1,000 of stock. And now I'm down money. Man, I'm really bad at this game. I was doing great last night. In case anyone's wondering. I swear I'm not bad. What am I saying? Of course I'm bad. Long stock, short futures. Yeah, I think if I'm understanding that correctly, yeah, typically stocks are longer time frame. They buy and sell. Futures are more short term. Like I don't know if I'm able to make a trade here. Actually, kind of had a nice little retest there. We're finally kind of breaking away here on the price. Am I up 25k? No. I wish I was. But yeah, kind of nice little push here. Yeah, if I make a trade here live, you'll see kind of what I'm talking about. I only have 3 people on my team. I can see why they left. You guys are sweaty as frick. Yeah, futures is definitely more like day-to-day, like minute by minute level. Like when you need to make a trade. Oh boy. I suck. Yeah, you make a trade only lasts a couple of minutes sometimes. Or maybe hours if you decide to hold it. But if you just buy like a normal stock, it's going to take days to actually like make any money. Since the stock probably only moves up like 1% a day if you're lucky. Thank you for the follow, appreciate it. IDK, how to get started trading, how did you? I kind of just started like watching some videos by some people, watching some streams, seeing kind of how other people trade, kind of learning a little bit from them. You kind of notice like as I trade and stuff, I talk about what's going on and what I'm seeing. We've been chopping for so long that like there hasn't been much to do or say. Look at the chart, just kind of chopping around. I took a trade earlier today, break even. We're finally breaking out though, so it could be keep my eye out for some potential trades here. But I mean, yeah, I just kind of started like learning from some other people, keep watching the markets, waking up, keep an eye on like what the markets do, how they react to different things. so I can try and like replicate it and make some money. And then I started paper trading, and that's probably, to answer your question more fully, is maybe watch some YouTube videos or whatever, but basically you want to start paper trading on a demo account, so that way you can practice making trades without actually losing any money or risking anything. And then once you're confident in your strategy and your trades, that's when I would make the transition over to actually making money, or like trading with your own money or a propfirm account. And that's like the second step, would probably be like a propfirm account, because you can, like I said, you can buy a $50,000 account for like a couple $100. Well, actually like less, like 50 to $100. And then you can trade other people's money instead of your own. I don't know why. These guys are spawning back here. NQ already has a liquidity sweep. Yeah, we're definitely taking out some liquidity now that we're getting this push up. We still need to take out this 15-minute opening range high, which is the white line. Oh boy. I swear there was no one near me. And then I started moving, that guy's just on me. Is that why it gave me a 100k balance? Potentially. I think, yes, in demo accounts we'll typically start with like 100k balance. That's what mine are on NinjaTrader. I have a couple sim accounts, and they have about 100k balance. I don't know how we won that. That team, I feel like they were destroying us. I guess we were all doing about the same. But yeah, I'll throw on a practice trade just so you can see what I'm kind of talking about. To verify my account, do I add payment method? I mean, that might be one way of verifying an account. I'm not sure what you're making an account with, but yeah, if it's like TradingView or NinjaTrader, you might have to do something like that to verify. But yeah, before trading prop firms, I recommend you invest in ETFs. I'm not too familiar with ETFs myself, but I would definitely recommend trading demo and practice before buying prop firm accounts. I got a notification, I'm not sure what for. But if someone sent me something or did something, thank you. Oh, you could have a bull flag here, actually. Keep my eye on it. I was going to make a sim trade, but I might make a real trade here.
Order submitted.
See if we get above here. Might go long. I might
Order filled.
keep it kind of tight here. Keep my risk down a little bit. Basically the idea, like kind of what I look for. Bull flag, break through the top of this, and then we push the highs. But basically you can see, like with this, the futures I'm trading, I mean this trade, it could last a couple of minutes, it could last a couple of seconds. And got my stop loss down here. I'm risking $175 to make $175. I'm using a prop firm 50k account. So using someone else's money and hopefully make some money. I can like move myself to break even here. Might as well just do that just to take up the risk since we're kind of choppy today. But yeah, this is kind of what futures would look like compared to trading normal stocks. We'll just let it do its thing. See if we get stopped out, break even, or if we can Make a little money. Don't know if I've ever played a hard one on this map yet.
Stop filled.
Oh, we got stopped out. A little unfortunate. Get my target there, but break even, not a loss. Can't complain too much about that.
Enemy UAV detected. The guild took the hard point.
I don't know what this guy's on, but I swear he always is ready for me. He always knows where I am. How's your stock so active? Which one are you using? This is NASDAQ futures on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, a lot of other stocks, they're not quite as traded as much daily, so they definitely don't have as much volume and volatility. Which again, that's why with futures you typically trade. Yeah, I can't kill this guy. Same canned guy. Every time I shoot him, he just turns and shoots me and kills me. He's just better, obviously. Yeah, that's why it's moving so much compared to maybe some other stocks and stuff.
We got the advantage. Now we have to keep it. Hard point identified.
So my team's doing better than I am. I don't know how that guy lived. So many bullets into him. Time to kill in this game is not my favorite. It is quite high.
Got the hard point. Lead's ours. Stay on task.
Patient authorizing skewer.
Lynn requesting UAV overflight. Hard point located. Hard point active. Hostiles have the hard point. Hard point locked down. Guild took the hard point. Enemy UAV detected.
Just got a class A trades. I did just take one. It wasn't the best bear flag, but it was pretty decent. And it's just it was a little tight. ATR is down to a 7.44, so it's pretty low. Normally I probably won't even take any more trades with the low ATR, but it was pretty decent. I took it. Kept my risk kind of low below this wick. One break even once we got to this little high. And then we got stopped at break even. And then it got the push. We would have made some money, but yeah, we moved to break even. We kept the risk as tight as we could. I'm trying to play a little Black Ops 7 beta, but it is so unbelievably sweaty right now. It's not exactly enjoyable. Plus, I think it might be a little choppy on the stream.
Lynn requesting CUAV tasking. Have the hard point.
But no one's complained too much, so I mean, I guess it's not too bad.
Enemy UAV detected.
But yeah, I did get it figured out. I was able to log in finally after not being able to log in earlier. On like Friday when I tried to. Or Thursday. Thursday is when I tried. I can't win that fight. That one I can win though.
Enemy UAV detected. The guild took the hard point. Hostiles released a skewer. Hard point locked down. Hostile UAV established above.
Alright.
Hostiles have the hard point. Skewer incoming. Hard point located. Enemy UAV detected. Hard point locked down. Hard point is active. Got the hard point.
Exit requesting watchdog helo task.
Enemy UAV detected. Hard point locked down. Hostiles released a skewer. The guild took the hard point.
I swear I cannot get a lobby without any massive sweats. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna take any more, unfortunately. Just is what it is. A little unfortunate, but can't make money every day.
Detected. Hostile UAV established above. Hostiles have the hard
There we go. I feel like the time to kill in this game is so slow that sometimes it's actually pretty quick.
got the hard point.
I always die instantly. That's how it works.
Hostiles have the hard point. Enemy UAV detected. Skewer incoming. Hard point located. Hard point is active. Hard point locked down. The guild took the hard point. They're on the ropes. Don't let them fucking breathe. Hostiles out on your grid. Hostile UAV established above. Hostiles have the hard point.
Alright, so I'm back. Making our way down. Just a little bit. A little more of a pullback.
Enemy UAV detected. Hostiles released a UAV established above.
See, like, what's the time to kill on that? How many bullets does it take to kill someone?
Enemy UAV detected. Got the hard point.
Might be a personal problem though. I might just suck. My aim or something.
Hostile counter UAV above.
Also, not sure if my ping is off or something, but Swear I can't run any firefights, gunfights.
Incoming. The field took the hard point. UAV established.
Like if they start shooting me around the same time,
Hard point located.
I get wrecked.
UAV detected. Hostile UAV established. Hostiles released secure.
Those things are scary. Oh, the timing on that is
Hard point identified.
rough.
Enemy CUAV established overhead.
They're just
Enemy
waiting for
UAV
me.
detected. Hard point active. The field took the hard point. Got the hard point. Clean work. No leaks.
Well, at least we went positive,
I
right?
think I might be impressed.
Well, thank you for hanging out on the stream, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. Market's going nowhere. Still in the 50-minute opening range. Probably going to call it a day. Yeah, it's been a good day, despite a little bit of chop, a little bad price action movement. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So if you want to see me stream again, feel free to follow, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And I might see you tomorrow. Yeah, peace out. Have a good rest of your day.